Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday the 13th. Hope you guys enjoyed that shit out there. It's happy the Friday the 13th. Hope you guys have seen all the Black Cats, all the Jasons, and all the everybody's today. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
My name is VSauce, and I am not muted today.
And I'm just Sukh, and we're late, but we're still great. Let's go.
Late but great, as you guys know. This is brought to you by Betting News. You guys know the deal. If you're not going to bettingnews.com, please see yourself out the door. The Friday vibes are super duper high today. We're so excited that you have joined us on the channel. We got a big show for you guys today. Obviously, vibing with these gentlemen. We were texting about it before the show. It's Friday. The vibes are high. Every time we get ready to talk about the show, what we're going to do on the show every single day, we always have the moment where we're like, boys, so nice to just do this fucking show on a Friday, man.
Hell yeah.
It's so nice to be back.
Every week.
We're back, baby. Betting News. You know the deal, Lando. What's up, Lando? Sorry we were a little bit tardy today. We were sitting there fucking talking to each other, and it was like, shit, God, we need to do the show, you know? But we appreciate you guys. Oh, W mods, look at that. We got fucking mods in chat. Let's go.
Peep the scripts, baby.
Peep the scribs. You guys know the deal. My touchdown piece will be dropping later today. V has already been deep in the NFL lab talking about them Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly. That's hard to say. Back in the green screen. I know you're sorry. Oh, I'll apologize to you later, baby. Let's go. We appreciate you guys wherever you're viewing this media. If you're watching us on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, if you are anywhere you are consuming this, if you're listening to the podcast version of this episode, however you are consuming this media, we really appreciate you guys kicking it with us today. Fuck off, Landon. The Titans are hitting this week. Although I did say no one bet the Titans this week. Do not bet the motherfucking Titans. They are losing so hard in this game against the Ravens. But you know,
this is the week that it hits. The week SPJ tells nobody to bet the Titans, but he himself cashes. You know what? Let him have it. It's all right, guys. Don't bet the Titans. Bet the Ravens. Let me climb out of Titans piss and jump back in. Stay positive, baby. You know the deal. I did actually I posted it on Twitter today. One of my top moments of my sports viewing career so far was going to watch the Tennessee Titans play at Wembley Stadium in London. Electric. They fucking lost, but it was one of the best live experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm excited to watch them again from my couch, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
We all can't be like Shaggy and catch our favorite team every time, man.
Fucking go into Arrowhead. He's won a Super Bowl in 2 of the last 3 years. He could fuck off.
Dude is blessed.
He can fuck off.
He can fuck right off. No, we love him. He'll be live with you guys tomorrow if you guys are going to tune in. We got an early show tomorrow, so little housekeeping before we get started today. Tomorrow's show will be earlier than usual. It will be at 9:30 Eastern with Shaggy and NZ before the college football slate. So College Mania tomorrow, a little bit earlier, and then you'll be back with us talking all about the gridiron on Sunday. Normal time there, 11:30 Eastern. We'll be diving in. This is a good one. We love that. We love when people meet in real life. Isn't that awesome? When you find out that your Twitter friends are real friends.
They're real friends. We talked about this pre-show, SPJ.
Yeah.
We're real friends. We're real friends.
I will say though, before we move on, I just want everybody to see and know what SPJ, our Lord and Savior, looked like at that Titans game back in London all those years ago when his heart was broken in overtime.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
He's the lean, mean Titan machine. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look at that. 5 year ago SPJ, a couple less beard hairs on my head, you know.
If I saw you walking around like that today, I wouldn't even recognize you. You could walk right by me and I would be like, actually maybe not because you're like 8 feet tall, but to be honest, chances are high.
You'd be like, who the fuck is that tall brown dude? Oh, I know that guy. He sat on a cross for a minute. Oh man, good times.
Our Lord and Savior.
Drop your favorite experience in chat that you guys have had going to a sporting event. There's been some I'm sure you guys have all had fantastic, spectacular experiences. Before we dive into the show today, gents, what's your top, what's your end of all end moment sporting event viewing live experience?
I'll trip up on V. I'll go first. I was there
Welcome.
for when the Calgary Flames. It's the 20-year anniversary of this actually happening. 23-24 season. So it happened in the 03-04 season. It was the first
What were you
round.
like 2?
Yeah, I was a little baby, and my dad took me to the Flames game, and we beat the Canucks after being down 4-0 in the playoffs. We came back and won, and I'll never forget. That was the moment that I fell in love with puck. I was just like, yo, Stefan, Jalina, that team was just crazy. And I'm glad it's been 20 years now because I'm ready to relive the hurt. Because everyone talks about the Lightning, and I'm just thinking about that 20-year-old hurt. I know V will be right there with me. The city was electric during that season, and we were little kids. It was those are building blocks. Those are memories we've got forever.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember what it was like in the city, man. In the city, it was electric. Flames fans, everybody wearing jerseys at school. Like the songs like "In the Dome" playing in the morning, right after the national anthem. National anthem plays, and then we'll hear "In the Dome," and then everybody can start your day. You know what I mean? It was an electric time.
You would go to school, and everybody would be wearing a fucking Flames jersey. It was
and
fucked.
Like that sparked something in Calgary, though. I will say that has like kind of lasted throughout every single playoff run since. Like the same kind of vibes are there now throughout from the first to whatever.
That's just sad. We're just trying to recapture that magic.
I don't think so. I don't think that.
Live it in the past.
I feel like that ignited a love for this team where we know that how successful this team can be, how good they can be. And it wasn't just the Flames that everybody was used to, where I remember my dad used to own a convenience store like 30 years ago almost now. They used to get free tickets and free jerseys. Yeah, it is a little racist. It's a little racist.
I think my dad owned a convenience store. That's like classic.
Oh my god, dude.
They're giving away tickets for free, right? And then now we're in a time where it's impossible to get playoff tickets. So, like, unfortunately, I don't have a playoff experience like Sukh does. I've had some really good Flames games, some comebacks and things like that. But for me, man, I think it's the one NBA game I ever went to. It was 2015 January, Warriors Cavs in Golden
with your
State.
pops too. You went with your pops too. Yeah.
Me and him went to watch the yeah, he got us tickets. We were sitting, I think, 7 rows from the floor in the corner, and I was watching. This was the year LeBron and Steph met in the finals for the first time. This was the year that the Warriors won their first championship. I was a big Steph fan, still am. Obviously, everybody knows that. But Dad got the tickets. We went to watch this game, and it was electric, dude. The stadium, I swear to God, people did not sit for the entire game. This was at Oracle too, It was just an insane environment for a regular season game in January. And that's when I knew, I was like, yo, I need to go to more basketball games. This is where I belong, right here.
Oh, dude, that actually reminds me. It's not just the Flames game. I was there for Kobe's last triple-double in LA.
Oh, wow. That's what Vital said that up above. I don't know if he was just saying that or just randomly he just knew that you saw that. That's insane.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was crazy. Wow. It was like, I will say this, racism disclaimer, but there was a lot of Chinese fans in the stands. And they were just like, every time Kobe would have the ball, they would just stand up. They would just stand up right away. And it was just to be in the arena and like you can feel how much love is for that man.
Fun fact about me, I've never been to an NBA game. I'm looking forward to going to my first NBA game maybe this season. For sure.
You have to do it. I know. Have to.
I know. It's one of the things. I've been to incredible soccer events, football, basketball. I've actually been to a lot of college basketball games, which is also pretty electric. But I know I'm going to
college ball, baby.
Dude, I've only been to 2 games. The second game I was at was Suns Clippers. The year the Suns went to the finals in the playoffs. It was the Clippers' last home game. They got their asses beat. I think I I put way too much money on the Suns to cover, so I was sitting there live, like way up there, because the tickets were so fucking expensive at Staples. There was no way we're getting good tickets. So we're sitting in the fucking like nosebleeds, and I'm sitting there sweating out a $500 ticket on Suns to I think win by 2.5. Holy
in the
shit!
fucking in fucking not crypto. What the fuck was it called before?
Staples.
Staples. Thank you. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was
So
crazy, man.
Shaggy, this is before I bet on sports, so I used to like college basketball. I went to Vanderbilt. I went to Memorial Gym in Nashville. I was a big Vanderbilt guy when I was growing up, so I went to a lot of games in Nashville.
Dude, Shaggy just questioning because he's so sharp on the college ball slate, so he's like betting on Stony Brook and shit. And he's like, "Oh, have you seen Albany?" No, motherfucker, we have not seen Albany.
Dude, I will say we've fought about this for a long time since knowing Shaggy. I fucking hate college basketball, but he is really sharp with the college ball.
He is so fucking sick with it.
He is sick.
There's just something about watching a kid sell your parlay because he can't hit free throws because he had a full day of class. Oh my god, there's something about that doesn't sit right with me.
I will legitimately never place a single dollar on another college basketball game in my existence. I hate it's my least favorite sport to bet on. Give me fucking ping pong over that shit. Also, Shaggy, I just want to show you this. I'm going to bring us all down just so you guys can see. Oh, and now I can't bring you guys back up.
Oh, we're here.
I broke it.
No, we're good.
I broke it. Oh, it's coming back.
All right, we're 15 minutes in. Should we start the show?
Yeah. Wait, something wrong with SPJ?
There we go.
Oh, we lost your voice for a second.
No, I'm back now. I literally was trying to do something cool to show the background because it is dope, and then I fucking broke the stream. I love that. Love to see it. We love to see it. Anyway, drop your favorite experience that you guys have had watching a live sporting event in your entire life. Keep talking about that because, I mean, we talk about bets all the time, and we don't get to watch a lot of these games. But going to a sporting event of an electric environment reminds us why we love this shit, dude. If you needed a reminder. Today, however, we are going to be talking all about, obviously, happy Friday the 13th. Hope you guys are having a spooky day out there. We're going to be talking all about the NBA. We are finally cooking up an NBA season-long entry because we have entered the witching hour of getting close to the NBA season. We have literally one more show next Friday where we do not have games to discuss, and then we're off and running, baby. It's going to be a good time. We all have little nuggets that we have found on the Prize Picks board that we will dive into and talk about, but you guys get a chance to be involved in this as well. We want to see what you guys have out there. Who's going to suck ass this year? Who's going to be really good on their new teams? So let's get involved in it.
I'm going to suck ass, but I'm not in the NBA.
There it is. There it is. Kanika, you're a lucky lady. Gotta say it. But I just want to let you guys know today, this will be going on the whole channel. I got to move past that real fast. This will be going on the whole channel today. We have a new sweatshirt. We have a new betting news. Betting news, obviously. We have a new All Sauce Team hoodie. Actually, not a hoodie either. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We have a new sweatshirt. It's the All Sauce Team sweatshirt. You guys get a chance to win it today. Somebody in the chat today is winning this sweatshirt. You guys can go buy it if you do not win it at bettingnews.com/store. However, what you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Please drop a sub. We really appreciate it. You guys, all you got to do is sub to the channel, post a screenshot of us live on the show right now, and then tag it on Twitter with our tag at Your Betting News to be entered to win this sweatshirt on the screen. Somebody's winning. You got to follow those stipulations, though. You got to follow the rules, people. Throughout the whole show, we will be counting. Don't knock it till you try it, SPJ. Let's go, baby. Okay, let's play a little Smash or Pass just to get the vibes up, to get everything rocking and rolling. I mean, the vibes are already fucking peaking, dude. I don't know how much higher they can get, but let's find out. All right, so for Smash or Pass today, in honor of Friday the 13th, let's get spooky. I'm going to bring up 3 scary movies, horror films that and I'm going to ask you guys and you guys in the chat whether you would smash or pass on these particular horror flicks. Let's get started with this guy right here. The Curse of La Llorona. from the Conjuring universe. Sukh, I'll let you go first. Smashing or you passing on the curse of La 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 Lorna?
I will smash just because I have a lower threshold for horror movies. Like, I know we rely a lot of the jump scares, and I know everyone will pass on La Lorna, but it's difficult to make a good horror movie. Just one that you sit down and watch for 90 minutes and enjoy is good to me. So I'll fucking smash La Lorna. I watched it with the wife. We obviously didn't change my life. It wasn't The Exorcist from the 80s, but I enjoyed it. And I'm ready for more.
This is the only answer that is necessary.
Oh god.
Pass on all. If I wanted to be scared, I'd open my betting history tab. Thank you, Gerald. But obviously not though, brother, because you're fucking smacking lottos left and right. So calm down.
Yeah, honestly, your history is pretty late right now.
Oh, dude, the guy is the Monopoly man right now.
I'd
Like,
say
let's
passes
go.
too.
He
Shaggy,
did,
is your fiance watching us right now? Is she actually consuming this media at this moment in time? If she is, we've made it, boys.
She doesn't even watch Shaggy.
Shaggy does her solo show on Wednesdays, and she's like, nah, other shit needs to be done.
She's like, I've
I'm
seen
here-
him talk alone. Pass.
I'm here for the sauce team. I'm here for the sauce team and Puckett.
Sure.
That's it.
Big haha people. Yeah, facts. Oh yeah, they do. Shaggy and I have talked about this before. They don't watch scary movies. They're as he said, they're big haha people.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they do the comedies. V, are you smashing or you passing here, brother?
I haven't seen that one, but honestly, the way Sukh makes it sounds like the kind of scary movie with a good storyline rather than a bunch of jump scares. And that's the kind of like scary movie I can get down with because I may not like jump scares and I may not like to sit there by myself and get scared. Just I guess I don't know what else watching a fucking scary movie is, but it's worth it when the story is kind of it's there. Like The Conjuring, the original Conjuring was such a good movie that I enjoy. I can't go back and watch it as often as I like because I don't like watching it alone. But
Sure.
I would definitely smash.
Let's bring that comment up of Shaggy. Wife in 2 weeks. Congratulations to the Shagster. Let's go. That's a big bang. That's a wedding
huge
bang.
Shaggy's getting married. Yeah, congratulations, brother. Can't wait to shake your hand in person. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go. I love all the Conjuring movies. They're awesome. The plot's great on all of them. They're all intertwined in different ways. I literally cannot leave a closet door open in any house that I'm staying in or anywhere that I live because of the nun. So leave me at that, but I'll definitely smash. I love Curse. I love any of these movies. Next up, a little bit more down the history road. Let's go down memory lane. Halloween, the original, which was our intro today, if you guys were paying attention. Bing, 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 bing. V, I'll let you go first here, brother. Smashing your passing on Halloween.
Dude, again, I don't like scary movies, but
He's fucking never seen it. He's never seen it.
No.
I'll bet money he's never seen it.
I have seen it. Okay, relax. But I watched it as a little kid, and it was a little bit jarring. But I'm always here for a good Halloween themed movie in the month of October. So I'm all over that shit. Whether it's scary or not, give it to me. Even Hubie Halloween, that shit hit home for me too.
Okay, we're talking about fucking Halloween from John Carpenter, the horror master. He directs, he scores, and you're bringing up Hubie. Let me take the glasses off so you know. You're bringing up Hubie Halloween.
This is like when I brought up Friends.
John fucking Carpenter.
This is like when I brought up Friends. This is like when I brought up Friends on NFL Sunday. I think it was the first Sunday.
Shaggy lost it.
God damn it. You are a piece of shit.
First of all,
not talk about Hubie Halloween while we're talking about the horror masterpiece. What are you doing right here?
First
It'd
of
be
all,
like if we were talking about fucking NHL and you're like, yo, have you seen the fucking AHL? Fuck you.
I didn't say. I said I'm a big puck guy. Like I said, I'm a big Halloween guy, and they all fit the bill. Whether it's a funny movie or whether it's a scary movie, I'll watch them all. If it's a Halloween movie.
It's one of my favorite part of doing the show with you guys is to watch that you have totally been friends for a long time and to watch these moments play out live.
Too long sometimes. Sometimes it seems like too long.
I know. It's good you guys are in separate states now that you can't go over there and
Yeah,
the business.
I'll drive right fucking down the road and beat the crap
Can you
out of this
imagine
guy.
if this was one of the streams where we were streaming together and I was sitting next to him? I would have not been safe.
Yeah, I would have had to do the show by myself the rest of the time. Sukh, now that you're calmed, sort of.
Okay, yeah,
Smash,
I will
smash,
absolutely
smash or
smash.
pass.
This is one of those movies that lives in the edit. I know, like, it might be lost on the layman, but a lot of movies are found in the edit. John Carpenter filmed this movie and then was absolutely confused of the route it would go, and then he did the score himself, the music, and that na like, come on, we all know that now. It's become iconic. Movies are saved in the edit, and this is one of those movies that was completely saved in the edit and became an iconic film reel.
Yeah, absolutely. Three Halloweens ago, 3 Halloweens, one of those. Anyway, I went and watched Halloween at a drive-in theater, which was
Sick.
awesome. Yeah, it was dope. I love this movie. Smash for me as well. Last one. And then we'll dive into the betting because, that's why you guys are here. But we have fun, too. It's all good. Friday the 13th, in honor of Friday the 13th, with our homie Jason Derulo. Not that Jason. V, smashing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go first this time.
Yeah, you go first
I'm gonna
because
go
this
first, real quick.
motherfucker hasn't seen it.
No,
I haven't seen it either. So I have not seen this movie. I know. I'm an uncultured swine. I have not seen this one, so I will be watching it. I honestly might watch it tonight because I do like scary movies, and it is Friday the 13th, which doesn't happen in October pretty much like ever. So I might tune in on this one this evening, but for me, it's a pass as so far. Except I would smash because I'm going to go watch it later. So
I think it's Smash for me too. I've seen these movies and all the ones that are like in this universe. You know what I mean? Even the crossovers, Freddy versus Jason, all the stuff. Right? Like grew up watching those movies. You go to anybody's birthday party, it was like it was part of the birthday party plan to watch a scary movie. And how often was it like either one of the Friday the 13th movies, one of the crossovers, or a Nightmare on Elm Street, right? So absolute fucking smash.
I will go opposite. Pass. This motherfucker, Jason Voorhees. We're supposed to believe that he's mentally handicapped and killing all these people. And also, he never runs. He's just walking. Has no one ran away from this motherfucker once? He's just fucking marching, bro. He'll never catch you. You just fucking get in a car and the movie is over. Fuck this.
But
noise.
it's a scary movie, man. They go like hide behind. Have you seen that commercial where they like hide behind the chainsaws and it's like, let's go get in the moving car, and they're like, no, let's go in the creepy barn. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, for me,
like
the Friday the 13th movies, they're always hiding behind trees. It's like, yo, are you guys dumb as fuck? Like, that's the skinniest thing you can hide behind.
Like, it's like,
let's go. Yeah, I'd find him and I'd fucking kill him. There you go.
Honestly, he was pretty well hidden for a second there.
Yo, come on, V. I
know what you mean. I'm just talking about that. But yeah,
he
wasn't.
You guys can see that I was wearing pants too, which is great.
V admitted that he would miss you if he walked past that tree.
Yeah,
I'd be a good murderer, I guess. I'd be a good Jason. All right, drop your favorite scary movie in the chat. We're gonna have plenty of time between now and Halloween, but obviously it's Friday the 13th, so we had to dive in a little early.
Hell yeah.
All right. Real quick, smash or pass, drive-in movie theater. Smash. Absolute smash. Smash.
I've actually never been, surprisingly. Never ever.
Whoa. Kanika, sort it out. You guys need to go together and have a little date night and go watch a scary movie and do other things. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Touchy. Touchy. Okay. All right. Let's move on. All right, guys. You guys came for today. We are going to finally. We've been waiting for like weeks to do this. But finally, Prize Picks has now dropped the lines for the NBA season-long props on Prize Picks. So what we are going to do today is we are going to cook up a season-long entry with all of you. We're obviously going to talk about some of our favorite plays, discuss some other things about the season getting closer and closer. V's written quite a few things on Betting News right now about some Eastern Conference previews, some Western Conference previews. Go check those out at Betting News. They're really good reads, guys, for the season, getting kind of primed and ready. So go check them out, Betting News. But for today, we all have our our favorite prop that we're going to kind of talk about individually, and then we want you guys' help. We're going to cook some stuff up together. We're going to discuss some different things and kind of find the value and cook this little 6-legger up, ready to rock and roll to sweat for the entire season. So, and as just a reminder before we start, there's someone's winning a free sweatshirt today, guys. So all you got to do, once again, sub to the channel, post a screenshot of us live right now on Twitter, tag us at Your Betting News, and you get a chance to win. Somebody's winning a sweatshirt. You got to follow the rules. So if
I'm just saying, there's 15 people in here right now. Like, the chances are pretty good that you get a sweatshirt. The chances are pretty good.
And
the chances of you getting laid with this sweater rise. So if you're in the chat, let's go. Come on.
If you need reference, ask Paul. If you need reference, ask Paul. Paul knows.
I mean, let's ask Paul's wife. Let's ask her.
Yeah, ask her for reference.
She knows. Well, ask Mush about that. I don't know how that's going to go over very well, but we'll dive in. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's talk about some season-long props here. Sukh, I'll let you go first. What are you finding? Because you teased us before we got started. You gave us a little bit of you gave us like just the tip, and now I want the whole thing. So give it to me.
I obviously, when you bet futures, it's a long shot, and you're not going to hammer it with multiple units. You're just going to sprinkle just a little drizzle. And I do like for MVP. Those are the two that I have got 2 ones that I do like. One is plus 600 for Giannis. This is a guy that is a defensive player of the year nominee every year. He's won it. This is a guy that on both sides of the ball has a giant impact. So plus 600, you can just little drizzle. But the one that I think is like big money, if it happens, obviously you're still gonna drizzle it. You're not hammering this. Is the Giannis is the plus 600, and then SGA is plus 1600 on Bet365.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that he's gonna win MVP, but if you for me personally, MVP, Giannis aside, it's usually a two-way guy. It just usually is, and it's usually a team that has exceeded expectations. Like we saw in the regular season last year, the Nuggets kind of played to expectations, and then the Sixers kind of won the narrative, and Embiid became MVP, but it was like absolute garbage. So I think next year, I think a lot of players too are respecting SGA. So I think the MVP is always a narrative-driven win. So I think the Thunder, we've talked about it on this show before. We think the Thunder will exceed expectations for this year. So at plus 1600, you put half a unit on it and you don't miss it, but it could, there's a couple coffees after.
Yeah, no, I like it. So I was gonna say the same thing. SG, like I don't remember where the Thunder finished in terms of standings when Westbrook won the MVP. Do you remember that?
I think they were sixth. They weren't too high.
Exactly. It's definitely something that is possible. You don't have to be a top 3 seed, which I like. Thunder,
especially in the West.
Yeah, especially in the West, right? It's going to come down to play and how influential he was to their playoff success or regular season success. And I think, again, he will be a big part of that. Lines have been projected, books at 30.5 points per game, right? So that he's definitely getting that respect. Like he's going to take another step this season. What that step is, I can't wait to see this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I say you said you wanted to ask a question about the in-season tournament.
Sukh, I wanted to ask you about the in-season tournament. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, and we'll talk more about it next week? But you want to go what is the in-season tournament? Why are players going to give a shit about this? Because to me, somebody who hasn't looked at things yet, and I don't know too much about the in-season tournament, my question is, why would players or fans or anybody give a shit about this tournament? Are players going to come out to play, and is it going to be worth watching and betting on?
All right, so I think players will actually care. I know we talked about these guys are millionaires. They're taking shit to the bank. But at the end of the day, the team that loses in the quarterfinals, each player will be gifted $50,000. Each team that loses in the semifinals will be gifted $100,000. Each team that loses in the championship with $200,000. And the team that wins, each player will garner $500,000. If you're telling me homies aren't getting up for this, I know other teams like the Lakers or other teams that their aspirations reach much beyond the in-season tourney might pack it in and might let it go. But these are still regular season games. And I know we're talking about the in-season tourney. Also, like the groups are determined by last year's rankings. But Vern, I'm very excited you asked because I have 3 guys that I think are crazy money for the in-season tourney playoff tournament MVP. You got De'Aaron Fox at plus 2,800. You got Luca at plus 3,000. You got Cat at plus 5,500. Those Kings, Mavs, Timberwolves, those middling teams that are playoff contenders, but not maybe finals contenders, those are the teams I see exceeding in the in-season tourney. So those 3 guys I like for MVP. Those are crazy odds. The odds are insane. Like you can get plus on any guy for in-season tournament. And I think that's where we can make money early because this tournament has never happened, but it's still going to matter. I know a lot of people said, yo, the play in, no one's going to care. They'll fall out. It's too much money. One play in game garners a franchise millions of dollars. So if you're in Vegas and you're playing that final game, what's going to happen? You're going to make money. You're going to make money on merchandise. You're going to make money in every facet. So I think the players will get up because the organizations are going to get up for this. So once again,
so real quick, are you looking at the odds for the MVPs for that tournament in front of you, or did you just write them down?
No, it's the live odds for the MVPs for the tournament.
Hobie's just asking what the odds are for Jalen Brunson.
I think it's plus 5,000. For Brunson, it's nuts. For Brunson, it's really crazy.
Wow.
But I do like Hobie's take. Like the Knicks are another team that could do well in the in-season tournament just because they're a team that's hungry for success.
Absolutely.
That's an
I didn't know we were
interesting
going to
point,
talk about this today, man, but this is great. Like this is the type of stuff that like you wouldn't think to bet that, but like somebody's got to win the MVP of that tournament, even though it's in the middle of the season. And like, you know, those are all insane odds for that. And you don't have to wait the whole season for the whole thing to come out, you know?
Yeah, and the tournament will run from November to December. The final game will be December 9th. So it's a little spicy to start the season with the NBA, and I love it.
So okay, a couple more questions before we move on. You said it's determined by last year's standings, right?
The groups, yeah,
so
the groups.
So is it all 32 teams, or is it how many? Like, what is that? What does the pool look like?
Every team is in the tournament, and you're grouped based on your standings. I can actually bring it up, but honestly, at the end of the day, this is a tournament for the middling teams. This is a tournament, like we just said, the 4 from 8s, the guys that are trying to tune it up and get it right before the finals. I don't see the Lakers playing anybody in these games unless they have to. But it's early enough in the season that players aren't going to play if they're kind of hurt. Like nobody, like there's no prestige yet for this tournament. None at all. So the guys aren't going to be falling over each other to win. But I do see these middling teams, Timberwolves, Mavs, these teams that want to prove their chemistry, prove their winning ability. I think they will be the ones that excel in the in-season tournament. And just like the Knicks. That's
an interesting point where you have to like really kind of where you have to find find the middle ground. Teams that are actually going to give a shit about the tournament, teams that will care about success in this tournament, and teams like are the Kings, the Timberwolves, where like you experience success here, and hopefully that success translates in the playoffs and the postseason. So then, look, when it's running during those like short period of time, are these going to be like regular season games that are being played, or is everybody like how's that?
So up until the final, it will be regular season games. These are games that count towards your 82. And the NBA has got it figured out. Like you will only play 82 except for the teams that make the final in Vegas, December 9th, if I'm not wrong. December 9th in Vegas, those teams will play what is tentatively called your 83rd game. And it's just the final. But everybody else before the final round, you will just be playing towards your regular season total.
So those wins or losses, count towards your overall record.
Yep. The tournament is just worked in regular to the NBA season.
That's cool. It kind of avoids the concept of taking those games off, while also you have the new rule this season where star players can't take as many games off as they had previously. So they are baking in ways to make sure that these guys are playing as much as possible.
I
And
mean,
now too,
it's
like it being.
Sorry,
Sorry, go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna say it's fully hilarious. The NBA just published a study that said that load management wasn't the medical advice that you would lean towards. So I think the NBA is fully ready for this tournament to succeed. They're ready. I think they're honestly, SPJ, you can speak on this as a regular footy guy, but I think they're trying to chase that Champions League allure. I know Jisandu's in the comments saying we should have the EuroLeague teams in. And I know the EuroLeague teams are in on preseason. So in the coming future, I could definitely see them being in on the round robin if you are the winner of your league. Like we could have the Turkish league winner and the ABC winner just pop in, and it would just be a flight to LA, a flight to Vegas, 2-3 games, and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is tying into the fact that the NBA is making a huge push, and it's been happening for a while, but it's happening even more and more now that they want to go global, man. And like with all these stars from different countries that are dominating the league, they're taking advantage of that. What better way to do that by integrating all these other teams and other leagues that are fucking good at basketball? Look at how well the FIBA tournament did. We talked about it all the summer. Like, you know, you integrate that in the NBA season, you're getting into all the nooks and crannies of different things that you would have never, or different what's the word? Audiences that you would have never gotten to previously. I think it's going to continue to happen more and more, and this might be that first little step towards Champions League basketball, or even more international tournaments.
Honestly, Paris 2024 is where it's going to happen. Evan Fournier just talked about this in an interview. France considers basketball as the grand stage, the main stage, whatever verbiage you want to use, but basketball is key for the 2024 Olympics. So I think that's where we see the game grow. Obviously, top 5 NBA players. How many Euros are in there? Like the game is changing. The game is getting global.
Well, and also, LeBron, D-Book, Steph, they've all said they're playing in it. So, I mean, they've already said we're fucking there. And, like, that's huge for that tournament, man.
I do agree with this, Gerald. I think the prize will also, though, get higher as the esteem grows with this tournament. You know what I mean?
500 grand?
No, like it will, though, right? Because as they profit more, as more revenue is generated from this tournament and more players are deciding to play, like you said, there's no esteem right now. But as that grows, especially if franchises like the Timberwolves and Kings can see some success there, because the fans will grip onto it. If the fans see some sort of success from these middling teams, they will latch onto it and they will build the notoriety around this tournament, or that kind of, like, I guess, esteem, if you want to call it, around the tournament, right? And as it gets bigger, the prize pool probably gets bigger.
Bro, the Timberwolves fucking lost it when they got in the play-in. What are they gonna do if we win the in-season tourney? They're gonna fucking burn down the state of Minnesota.
Patrick Beverley's gonna rip off 7,000 jerseys and just throw them in the crowd.
He's gonna leave the Sixers and just re-sign with the Timberwolves for free.
Go back to the Timberwolves for a day contract. I just want to remind you guys. Just want to remind you guys in the chat while you guys are here, you get a chance. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You get a chance to win a free sweatshirt. No, you're good, brother. You get a chance to win a free sweatshirt. Sweat. A free sweatshirt today. The people listening to the podcast version are like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Subscribe to the channel on our Twitch channel. Post a screenshot of the show live right now. Post a picture. Haha, let's go. And then tag us on Twitter at Your Betting News, and you get a chance to win one of our new All Sauce Team sweatshirts. So just a reminder to you guys, that's happening throughout the whole show. Okay, let's dive into this season-long entry, because I know how we get, boys. If we keep going, we're gonna be looking up, and it's gonna be 2 hours. And I mean, I love it. You love it. We all love it. So let's dive into these Prize Pick squares. So again, this is season long, guys. So this is the whole year. You got to sweat this out. But there's some squares on here that are very enticing. There's different ways to look at this as well, however you want to. V, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna say, so I want you to go first because you
Yeah,
you
honestly.
teased the ever loving shit out of us, which was great.
Yeah.
So
What's your square, baby?
there's a couple of picks here, a few I want to discuss with you guys too before we wrap up. A few that feel kind of like sus. I don't know. I guess you could call it, or free. You know what I mean? I was thinking about doing a whole segment, sus or free, but then I was like, I don't know how that's gonna translate. So we'll just wait.
I love that.
You're always
We'll play that
sus,
next.
bro. Don't worry.
We'll-
You're always sus.
We'll play that next week. I love that.
Absolutely. And I think it's something, but anyways, there's a couple of props here, but my prop that I am submitting for the jury, YouTube, and chat to be in this season-long prize picks is Russell Westbrook over his assists per game average. Now, can you guys tell me what you think the number is at? If you guys
7.
haven't seen it.
7.5.
6.9.
Oh.
6.9.
We're sharp, SPJ.
That was
Killing
sharp.
it.
I was much sharper than
Killing
I was actually thinking it was. Holy shit. But anyways, Russell Westbrook has averaged less than 6.9 assists 2 times in his career. 2 times. One time was his rookie year. The second time was when he got injured and only played 56 games. Every other year, he has averaged more than 7 assists. He averaged 7 assists playing 28 minutes per game, only starting 3 games for the Lakers last year. He started with the Clippers in 21 games. It was a pretty decent run. I think they went 11-10, right? Winning record. Kawhi was healthy. Paul George didn't play all the games, but he still averaged 7+ assists, 7.6 assists with the Clippers last season. I don't see, especially with the way the Clippers have been talking about Westbrook, the way that they've paid him for this upcoming season, I don't see how he's not going to be playing starter minutes. And even if he's not playing starter minutes, Russell's his entire approach to the game now has become finding offense for his guys and running the offense like a real true point guard should. I would argue that there's very few point guards that run the point the way he still does, right? We saw Anthony Davis last year. He was thriving playing with Russ. And then even PG has had some of his best years statistically playing with Russ. And those came in OKC. That's when he was in the MVP conversation and the DPOY conversation. Russell gets the best out of his guys, not only by finding them in good spots on the court, but by bringing them up and having them just play really fucking well. And I think with the Lakers, it was undervalued a lot. I think, Sukh, you emphasized this to me a lot during his tenure when I was super hard on Russ. I just think that 6.9 assists per game for a dude that there's no way he doesn't play at least 28 minutes per game this season, even if Harden is traded to the Clippers. I just see more reason for Russell to find more guys that can score the ball. That's it.
I mean, like you said, Russ has played with Paul George. If the Harden trade happens, he's played with James Harden, and he basically played the 4 on that Rockets team. This 6.9 line is pretty low, and I think he's gonna pole vault this one for sure.
I think he could end at 8, bro.
Dude, that description, Sukh, was so good, man. He's gonna pole vault this number. Wow. Chat, we have to appreciate the fucking verbiage that Sukh just dropped upon us. That was spectacular language right there. The only way this doesn't hit, dude, is if he gets hurt. Because this is fucking hitting otherwise.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just don't see it. Dude, you have Kawhi Leonard, you have Paul George, you have potentially James Harden, and even if Harden doesn't come there, he has the Zubac, who is a good finisher at the rim, can finish alley-oops, and is just a good pick and roll guy. You know what I mean? He's got shooters on this team. I just love it.
He didn't have PG and Kawhi for like most of his time when he was with the Clippers at the end of the season last season, and he was almost averaging a triple-double.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just what he does.
And Ty Lue loves him. Like, Ty Lue loves Russell Westbrook. The way that he talks about him,
kind of look like each other.
Ty Lue and Russ?
Yeah. This whole team is in love with Russell Westbrook, man. The way PG talks about it. Like, you saw him when Russ was going through all that shit, commenting on Instagram pictures saying, we want you here, right?
Yep.
And immediate effect once he got there. The guys were playing well. He had, I think, 25, 30-point game with the Clippers too. Like, he can do that. All he needs to do, this is a guy who used to average a triple-double, right?
Yeah.
Is he not going to average 7 assists this year? Fuck yeah, he is.
No.
Give me that.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I'm tripping up with the fact, but literally Russell Westbrook looks like Ty Lue's like long-lost son, and I'm freaking out. Yeah, dude, I was not expecting you to bring this one up, but this is awesome. I love this.
I would rock
are you sold on it,
Tyrese
Sukh?
under. I would rock that Tyrese under. If
Yo,
that's at
get out of
9.9,
my head, bro.
I would rock
Get the
that Tyrese under.
fuck out of my head.
You got
son.
you got Nembhard there. You got McConnell there. You got other point guards there. I don't think Halliburton's a great player. Obviously, if he was the only point guard there and he was playing 38 minutes, he could reach 9.9, 10, double digits, whatever. But I just with Nembhard and McConnell there, I would hammer that under.
I agree, man. I agree, and I think that line set super, super high. I know he had a great season.
high.
He found his guys in great spots. Great point guard. I love Halliburton. Will make a lot of money off in the season. I just think 9.9 to average on the season is so high. And I didn't think we were going to talk about unders today, Sukh, but the fact that you just brought that one up, it literally stuck out to me as the one under I really liked on the board.
Let's put a like a little asterisk beside that one because I don't know how I feel about putting an under in this motherfucker, but we can discuss it. It's a good play. I mean, I think is he going to average a double basically? Yes.
Why don't you tell us what do you like?
Yeah, what you got?
What's your square?
What do I got? I have two.
Let's go.
And they're both in the triple double category. So if you go to the triple doubles, yes, the first one that I am going to drop is Giannis Antetokounmpo over 4.5 triple doubles. Now, Giannis had 7 triple doubles last year, and that was without Dame in this lineup. I think Giannis could possibly flirt with 10 triple doubles this year. We've talked about it with this matchup. His assist is not on there. I know. I wish. We've talked about this. We talked about kind of their connection and like how this offense is going to look. We're going to talk about it more as the season gets going, but I just think that there's so many opportunities for him to dish the ball out to Dame. He does it in this offense anyway to shooters. Like that's how he gets triple doubles is most of the time just he gets quadruple teamed and just passes it out to guys to make jump shots. And now you got one of the best sharpshooters in the league on this team. He had 7 last year, like I said. Some of those games were without Drew because obviously Drew took a lot of facilitating away. But Dame can facilitate, but he's not going to do the same type of facilitating that Drew did. So I love this square, man. I looked at this. I'm very surprised it's 4.5.
The point you bring up about Drew doing the facilitating, Dame will in fact do the opposite. He's going to do a lot more scoring, a lot more catch and shoot, a lot more Giannis finds him open in the corner or open somewhere. He's going to throw it and Dame's going to chuck it, right? Whereas Drew may have pulled it back, reset the offense, found somebody else in transition. That's another shooter that you put on the perimeter, right? So I think he'll have that exact opposite effect too. Not only does he not play make as much as Drew, but he shoots way more and at a much higher clip and a higher percentage.
I mean, when the Bucks are playing their top lineup, Giannis is the top scorer, but also the only non-shooter. So that bodes well for his assist numbers at 4.5. Like, come on, roll that over to me like I'm a baby.
And I literally thought I looked because I was like, "There's no way this is 4.5." Because I bet it multiple times last year, and because his assist line usually was free, especially if Drew wasn't playing, and the fact that it was 4.5 and he had 7 was surprising to me. So I don't know if it's bait, but I'm taking it. I love this line. I love this spot here. Like I said, I think he can maybe get 10 if this offense goes the way they think. We've talked about it the way that we think it's going to go. I think it's a good spot. My second one is also a triple double. Now this one's not like hammer in the entry. I wanted to discuss guys, and kind of see how we're feeling about it. But Kyle Anderson. Right there.
I had a feeling I was gonna click him.
So wait, I can't hear you guys. There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we have an echo?
No, we're good.
Nope.
Okay. So Kyle Anderson. Now, Kyle Anderson had 3 triple doubles last year.
Oh,
surprising, right? Didn't know that. I actually know it because I bet on his assist line a lot when he was like really thriving mid-season, dishing the rock. 3 triple doubles last year. We only need 1.
Yeah,
just 1. I love this line, man. Again, this is not a hammer into this particular situation type of thing. I just wanted to discuss it because I thought it was crazy that it was 1 when he had 3 last year. He also flirted with like 2 or 3 more. Like he had like 9 assists or like 9 rebounds or something. It was close multiple times, but he only got over the line 3 times. But the 1 just needs 1.
So what are you thinking on this?
I like it because that Minnesota team is getting a lot of hype. But at the end of the day, Kyle Anderson, slow-mo, is known as that steady fixture in a lot of NBA games. He's not flashy. He's not going to get you 30, 10, and 10. but he's gonna get 11, 11, 11, and you're gonna be happy. So I honestly at that just one triple double out of a guy that had 3 last year, you might as well play the game.
Just
I
one.
agree.
We don't have to put this one in, but I just wanted to discuss. Also, my headphones died. I'm gonna go grab my other headphones. So give me just a second.
Okay, but I
I'll leave
I
mine.
do want to put this one in. I do want to put the Kyle Anderson in. I know a lot of people are clowning and laughing that he played for China in the FIBA. And that it is pretty funny to see a black guy play with a bunch of Chinese guys and be like, "Yo, I'm on this team." But at the end of the day, just 0.5. We just need one. We just need
Just
one.
need one.
What are you thinking?
I like it too. Honestly, so is your prop a triple double prop? What you're
No,
liking?
the
So
one.
wait, hold on. Before you give it to us, I wanted to talk a couple, like 2 more of these triple double props. I want to pick your
Mhm,
brain about it before we
mhm.
move on, and then I'll let you get into yours.
Yeah.
But my thoughts on Kyle Anderson, he is that guy. Like he is, like you said, slow mo. He has a very very specific set of skills, right? And that set of skills is kind of do everything really well at half speed, right? And
Yeah,
his
he's
stats kind of show
methodical.
that sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But the reason that's why he won't have 6 or 7 triple doubles, right? But
Yeah.
one of those games is definitely going to come. You know, a game where Jaren Jackson sits out, a game where Steven Adams isn't playing, a game where they need increased minutes from him, a game where end of the season guys are sitting out. You kind of
He's
like
not a Grizz anymore.
cruising through. Wait, what? Doesn't it
He's
say
a
he's plays with
mini,
Minnesota?
mini.
So maybe that's even better then. He should see more rotational minutes in Minnesota because he has experience playing for
Yeah.
winning teams, making winning plays, and he can bring that kind of culture to this Wolves team, which is they've kind of been missing. You know what I mean? They've been missing that role guy that has a little bit of a voice on the bench and has a little bit of a voice amongst these starters to kind of glue them together, right? Because when you're two big dogs, when their voice gets too loud sometimes, there's nothing to connect those two voices, it can really cause disconnect in the locker room. You know,
2 seconds right before SPJ comes back. Are you riding this mini high that's everywhere? Everyone is high on mini. You look at the lines for mini to win the division are higher than other teams. It's very trippy to me. I think they have a bunch of good players, and Cat missed a bunch of time last year, but I got to be proven wrong before I believe in this mini team.
okay. So can you remind me who's in the Wolves division?
The Wolves
the
division.
Thunder, right?
yeah.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Thunder, Jazz. Who won it last year for them?
I could not tell you off the top of my head, but I just think that my point is that this Wolves team is like overhyped in my opinion until we get 2 or 3 months into the season and they get proven wrong or right.
Nuggets. The Nuggets are in the same division. Yeah, honestly, I see what you mean, Sukh. I was thinking about this too when I wrote my divisional piece. Minnesota is second to Denver to win that division. I just don't understand why. I feel like teams like, I think it's people banking on Anthony Edwards kind of becoming that next level scorer, the guy that averages 30 points per game. You know what I mean? And I think he's capable of that. I think he definitely is. I just think that OKC already has somebody that did that, right? That probably does it again this year. They have a guy like Chet that's coming back into the fold now, and they have a guy like Giddey who, your second guy, like I think there's a little bit of a power struggle in Minnesota. I don't buy into this. I'm not a big Karl Anthony Towns guy. I think he's a lot of talk and a lot of hype for not delivering anything. And I think
love Cat. I love Cat though.
I'm not a fan.
I think it's like the fucking NBA is horrible. Just like lost in the narrative. It's like before it was like the COVID narrative, then it's the injury narrative. This is a guy that's like 7 feet and can shoot the rock. And he's not won a lot in his career, but we still need to be optimistic about his talent because he's still young. He's still south of 30. It's not like he's been in the league for over a decade and has continued to just fail. I know Coins is in the chat right now saying he's not a fan, but it's easy not to be a fan of jump shooting bigs. I think a lot of NBA
fans, you know me, I've been a fan of jump shooting bigs since because when we were in high school, that was the kind of role I did my best to fill. You know what I mean? Because I was not getting into the paint. I was not doing those kinds of things. So I like these guys that shoot jumpers. And I just think that Karl Anthony Towns does that, and he does it well. But what frustrates me is big men and centers. like you said, he's 7 feet tall that don't rebound. You know what I mean? It's my
He rebounds, but not the best rebounder.
He doesn't like if you're 7, bro. They brought in Rudy Gobert for what reason? They had a starting center.
Yeah,
they had a 7-foot starting center. What is the new? Is Rudy Gobert not redundant? He doesn't bring shooting. He doesn't bring more rebounding. He hasn't.
I think it was more of a case of Cat catches all his blocks on help late, whereas Gobert is actual rim protector, and they also wanted Cat to be on the out rather than trying to post up. But I get what you're saying. It's like in the new NBA when the game has changed so much, it makes no sense to run a too big lineup. Especially when the fifth big has no ability to put the ball in the basket.
I agree, and I just don't think that. And again, like I think Karl Anthony Towns is a little bit soft. I think he's a little soft. You know, when it comes when like he plays in big games against Embiid or other big centers, like we talk about, it's all narrative driven. But these other guys are driving the narrative by outplaying him consistently in their matchups, right? Embiid literally clowns this guy consistently up and down the court every time they match up, which is very few times, them being in the West and Philly playing out East, right? Jokic, same thing. He just gets clowned by other bigs, and I think that's why, at least in my book, he's not on the same tier of elite centers, while he is super fucking talented. And don't get me wrong, I would take Cat on my team.
What do you think about in chat? We got Hovey and Coin Snatcher talking about the Randall under. What is that line, boys?
These are both New York guys too, man. That's I'm surprised to hear that. Let's pull it up.
I know Randall's not the best rebounder, and that team is like. What do we think about the Knicks? Do you think the Knicks are like they're obviously a buyer? They're trying to get better. They're trying to get into contention. But they're in that weird, awkward spot that we were talking about, like in-season tourney contenders. Like that's the Knicks. Like they have a better chance of winning the in-season tournament than they do winning, like making noise in the playoffs.
I agree, and I think that this Knicks team has been doomed by terrible, terrible fucking ownership, man. And it's not often where you see the ownership kind of seep into the day-to-day and the win-loss record of a team, but it has. Free agents don't want to play there. They don't attract anybody. The fact that they paid, like Jalen Brunson has lived up to the contract. Do not get me wrong, but I don't think that there were a lot of teams that were willing to pay him the amount the Knicks did, right? Yeah. Good on the Knicks for doing it. He deserves it. He's a fucking baller, and I have bought into Jalen Brunson. He's the reason that I think the Knicks will like not compete for a championship, but compete for that midseason tournament, compete for a second like round spot, and maybe an Eastern Conference final, depending on how things go. Because like Tibbs brings that defensive identity to the team. This team has now been together for a few years, Brunson being their newest addition. I think losing Toppin was a big mistake. Big mistake. New York guy.
They drafted him high and just fucking hung him out to dry.
Yeah, New York fans loved him too. They begged for them to start. Like, if anything, he would have just put asses in seats. I don't get it commercially or from a winning standpoint why Toppin wasn't playing, because he played great minutes when he did play too, right?
Yo, can you real quick? Can you toss Hovey the link?
Yeah, absolutely.
Toss Hovey the link. He's gonna come
I will,
in here.
Hovey, shoot me a DM on Twitter right now, and I'll send it to you. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm waiting for this Knicks team to take that next step, and I just feel like they're really hindered by ownership here and the lack of like just chemistry this Knicks team has. I really hope this team can overcome it. I'm a big Brunson guy. I love Julius Randle, but I do agree with Hovey and Coin when like this 10 rebounds per game. That's high for Julius Randle, is it not? Am I tripping?
I don't think it's high. I think it's right where it's going to be. He's going to finish 9.6, 10.7. He's going to finish in that range. We see this with the books all the time. The numbers are just fucking sharp. They know what they're doing. But I don't know. I really just want to hear what Hovey has to say about these Knicks, because I'm lost on them. I don't really know what's going to happen with them. They do have guard depth and quickly, and they got Hart, DiVincenzo. But I need to see what Hovey has to say. I really do.
No, I agree. I'm just not fully in on the Knicks. I love Jalen Brunson. It's as a franchise, they've been kind of just blessed with talent over the last maybe decade and a half, and just not really done anything with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to keep bouncing around, coins, chat, over 13.2. Oh, we got Hovey. Let's go.
Hope.
Hovey bang.
What up?
What up, homie? Talk to us about Julius.
So Julius Randle under rebounds. Actually, I went on Tread's stream maybe last week, when he was asking for season-long props, and it was actually one of, if not my favorite prop. And again, as a Knicks fan, it's surprising to have someone root against their own team. But
dude, I was surprised. You and Coin both in chat under rebounds.
Yeah. So the main reasoning is you got to look at it this way. Last year, Julius Randle had that big stretch of games where he averaged 15, like he was getting 15 boards a game, 16 boards a game, whereas points and rebounds was free. It legit was maybe like a 15 to 20 game span where it was like 12 plus games over and over and over again. That's not going to happen again this year. You have to understand that was the part of the year where they did not have Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a rebounding guard. He does the gritty work. He gets on the glass. Mitchell Robinson gets on the glass. Knicks are deep as hell this year. They were deep last year. Same team, basically. But they're deeper. They have guys now that aren't – everyone isn't afraid to do the gritty work.
Mm-hmm.
Randall at 10, I mean, he's not – look at him. He's above Kevon Looney. He's one rebound below Clint Capella. That line makes no sense when you play with a dude like Mitchell Robinson. Yes, he'll have his games where he'll go off on the rebound end, but he averaged 10 a game last year when he had numerous games in a row, where he had to put 15 to 16 rebounds together to average that 10. He's not doing that again this year.
Yeah, I can see that he averaged 10 on the dot. His career high is 10.2.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He's consistently averaging around 9.8, 9.8, to be honest, from what I'm seeing here. But I like it, Ovi. Honestly, I could be convinced to put that into our season long. We're waiting for props from chat. I don't see why not. You and Coin both like it. I say Julius Randle under rebounds.
Toss it in.
I'll tell you on my other one real quick if you guys want to hear it.
Hell yeah.
Please.
And Trent put this in his NBA Super Goat, so take with that what you will.
So it might be cake. It might be cake. No, I'm kidding.
If Trent put it in.
LaMelo Ball over 23.7 points per game. We know, again, you have your casual NBA fans, which makes me love it even more. Trent shows them his Super Goats on stream. Everyone goes, I don't like LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball's injury prone. LaMelo last season was the only season that he missed games.
Yep.
Before that, he played 77 and 79 games his rookie year and his sophomore year. So this whole injury prone thing, maybe Lonzo, yeah. You can't say LaMelo's injury prone after 1 year. Mm-hmm. So that made me love it even more. Now you go dive into it a little bit deeper. Last year before he got injured, he averaged 23.3 points per game. We know what happens in the NBA when these rookies play in their third year. That's when they take that major step. LaMelo did not have that. He did not have that opportunity last year to do that. Now, this was my selling point in this. Go to 3-point attempts per game. Or 3-point makes.
3-point attempt. 3-point makes. Okay.
3-point average per game. Go to LaMelo.
4.
Holy. That is half of it. That is half of his points right there. Is just on threes alone, is what Prize Picks is telling you. So if they're putting him at the same range that they're putting Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and you're talking about a number one scoring option on your team, where if they want to do anything, it's going through LaMelo Ball when you don't have really any sort of competition in regards to touches. You have Terry Rozier, who is one of the most inconsistent guys in the league. When he's on, he's on. But when he's off, he can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. PJ Washington has his games, not that big of a threat. Both big men are not options at all in regards to scoring. Miles Bridges is dealing with his off-the-court crap. Suspended for whatever it is, the first 10 games. Or
hopefully he never comes back, but fuck that guy.
Might not come back. Exactly. Then what? Do they still have Gordon Hayward? They have Gordon Hayward?
Yep.
old man, like he's not taking touches away from LaMelo Ball that Rising Smart. So it's just one of those things where, for a dude that averaged 23.3 before he got hurt, didn't get to play a whole season, and Prize Picks has shown me he's going to average 4 threes a game, and now he gets to. Now it's like one of those things as a younger player, you have to prove something because you got hurt, and now you have to come back, and you have to still make your mark. Like, he's still trying to make his mark on the league when these dudes that he came in with are now exceeding him. Everyone's talking about Anthony Edwards. Everyone's talking about Cade Cunningham. Everyone's talking about all these guys, and LaMelo's kind of being forgotten to an extent. People talk more about Lonzo than they do about LaMelo. So it's like one of those things.
Honestly, I love it just because of the usage, like you're saying. If they're going to say that he's launching 4 attempts, like 4 makes,
he's
sorry,
4 makes.
4 makes a game, like 23 is low.
Yeah.
I would also say, too, that if you looked at the points lines here, you see LaMelo at 23. Hold on, let me just pull it up. 23.7. And then you got Brandon Miller here at 14.3. That means Prize Picks is evaluating Brandon Miller to only score 14 points per game and somewhere around in that area, right? He's supposed to be their second best player on this Hornets team. I understand they still have guys like Terry, and they have guys that will probably see more volume. And I understand that Brandon Miller may not see like major minutes right away. LaMelo didn't either. It's kind of how the Hornets bring in these youngins, right? They bring them in off the bench initially, let them start a few games, and slowly work them into the starting lineup. I think LaMelo's got the green light.
Honestly,
speaking of him,
one of the worst fucking franchises in the fucking league. This guy has to score if this team is going to do anything. If this team isn't even going to be like worth watching for even 10 seconds. Like the LaMelo just needs to ball out. And he's a guy that's flashy. I don't see him looking at other guys like I have to defer to them. I have to get this guy involved. LaMelo's going to go get his. So I love this play by Ovi. I would definitely want to include it on the season long. So
since we're talking about LaMelo, let me ask you guys. There was one play about it was LaMelo that I was looking at, and it says triple-double line. I don't know if this is, like I was saying, sus or is it free? I can't really tell, but his triple-double line is 4.5. Where is it? Sorry.
Same as Giannis. Also, hi, Hovey. How's it going?
What up? That's good.
Hey, brother. Dude, have you ever guys? My headphones literally died, and then my computer just decided to forget how to be a computer. I don't know what just happened. So thank you for filling the gap.
But we've got LaMelo here at 4.5 triple doubles. All right. So now a little bit of background here. LaMelo last season only played 36 games, 3 triple doubles. 3 triple doubles in just 36 games. Yeah. Season before that, he played 75 games. That was his first season as a full-time starter. Only 5 triple doubles, but that's his first season as a starter. In that year, he was averaging where is it? I have it here. 20. He was averaging 20, 6.7, and 7.6. Last year, he upped that to 23, 6.4 rebounds, and then 8.4 assists. And we know that this Hornets team has not gotten better in terms of bigs and rebounding, right? PJ is still their biggest big. They lost out on Mason Plumlee. It was, Mason Plumlee.
They got Mark Williams. I know the fan base is high on Mark Williams.
Mark Williams, right? Yeah, I understand. But these guys are guys that are like, they're not, in my opinion, really guys that are going to take up a lot of minutes. And I still think that LaMelo to get 5 triple doubles in a full NBA season is really, really just kind of on the table here for us to take. There's a couple of triple-double lines I want to ask you guys about. Luka, 6.5. He's hit that line every single year of his career. He's had double-digit triple-doubles every single season he's played in the NBA. 17 in his second season in the NBA. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. His line's at 6.5. Is that weird? Is that sus? Like, what's going on with these lines?
If I can I'm going to say yes. Because you got to think about, this is the way especially Prize Picks, this is the way I view it. And this is honestly how I've hit like 10 NFL props in a row because they throw shit out there that doesn't make sense at all. And that's something that doesn't make sense. And they're baiting the normal, the casual, I'll say. To, oh my God, Luka to get 6.5. Oh, that's hitting easily. To me, I look at it as they're telling you something. I'm not touching that. Because if he's cleared double digits every single year of his career, why is it only at 7?
I understand that, but I'm all for, you gotta with the lines and everything like that, but this is a season-long prop, right? Like it's a season-long prop. A lot goes into this. What has kind of happened to these teams roster-wise and like going into this next year that it constitutes a line this low, right? They haven't had any bigs. They lost out on Christian Wood, right? Who's gonna rebound the ball? Kyrie is not the kind of guy that's gonna come and take away like Luka's ability to run the offense or how much he does run the offense, right? So what has changed here? Do you guys have a read on that at all?
The only way I think that this, I like it, dude, a lot. The only way I could see this not hitting would be if they suck ass, if they are just a bad team this year because they don't have the depth that's necessary to be competing near the end of the season, and he ends up not playing the last month of the season or something like that. Otherwise, this is probably smacking. I don't know why. This is also weird. Like, can you actually bet this line on a book? I don't know if you can actually bet like triple doubles on a season like prop. I don't think that's a book betting thing. So this is just a made up Prize Picks line.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be one that just feel like you said, it's probably free. But the only way it doesn't smack is if like their depth issues, which we've discussed talking about this team before, come back to haunt them.
What about you, Sukh? What do you think?
I get Hovey's logic. I get it. Like, why is the line so low? It makes absolutely no sense. But I'm still inclined to take it, and that might just be because I'm stupid. But who knows?
I think so too. I think I'd feel more comfortable taking the Luka one than the LaMelo one. I like the LaMelo points per game. I think he averages close to 25, 26.
I mean, Jimmy at 2 triple doubles. How many triple doubles does he get a year?
How many games is he gonna play? I'm just kidding.
Can we just scroll up and laugh at Jokic's triple double number?
Was it like 27 and a half or something?
It's probably something hilarious.
24 and a half.
20. Look at everybody else. Half, 4, 5. This guy is just a 24 and a half.
Bro, it still seems free to me. It still seems free.
Probably. If he plays, he's fucking hitting.
He is second amongst active players, just behind LeBron, 107 and 105 for triple doubles on a career.
This is insane.
I have another one in this triple doubles category that I thought was interesting, which is our dog V Şengün, baby. Alperen. It's one. It's a half. He had one last year. I think he had one last year, but he flirted with like 3 or 4.
I want that in there. I want that in there bad.
Şengün?
Yeah, I like ask V, man. Honestly, I might have masturbated to this guy once or twice. It's bad.
Let's go. I mean, we bet on him last year, like especially with the weird shit that's going on with Kevin Porter Jr. Like this team just functions way differently when Kevin Porter Jr. doesn't play. It's literally just let's get Şengün the ball and he can just do the Jokic stuff. And I think that they're gonna have to do that this year a lot. And like, I don't know. It just stuck out to me of like, wow, this guy flirted with like 5 or 6 triple doubles last year. He only ended up getting 1, but like, we only need 1 for a whole season.
Jay Gill tapping in. It's a homie from back home. He caps too.
Teflon Don.
Yo, drop
your Don on X. Yeah,
drop your at right now, Jay Gill. Drop it. He was surgical as fuck last week. He swept the board.
Sharp. Yeah,
swept the week 5 board.
You can tell by how excited me and V are getting right now. Like, homie knows his ball.
Bro, Sukh texts me. So week 5, right? We're sweating out our bets and everything like that. He texts me, sends me a screenshot of Jay Gill's like recap.
Straight, yeah.
And he's like, man, see, we parlay everything. Look at this guy. He just took everything straight. He must be so happy right now. I was like, imagine he parlayed it all, though, right?
And he did. Did he? Did he parlay it all?
He did not. They're all straight bets that hit like 6, 7 straight.
He might have, like, privately. He may not have made it public. I bet he did. He's a degenerate just like us. We'll have to have him on here during the NBA season for sure.
Love it.
So you haven't given us your square yet.
My square is the Beal over 20.8 points a game. I just don't see that number being that low. Do you think Bradley Beal averages 19? Do you think Bradley Beal is not hunting every shot? I know KD had insane shooting splits last year, but he only played 47 games. These are averages, not totals. And I think that 20.8 is kind of low. I think he finishes around 22 with Book around 26 and KD around 24. It'll be one of the most potent offenses of all time. But at the end of the day, this is a guy that has a supermax. He's not going to average 19. 20.8 seems like they're skewing to the lower end, but I would take that over.
Dude, I was Bradley Beal too, and to be honest, I really like this line. 20.8. It's kind of like teetering on that. It's a little bit suspect kind of line, right? But I would argue books are setting this line because now, for the first time, like I know he's played with John Wall, but so many times, like this is the first time in his career he's playing with two guys as good at scoring the ball as Booker and Kevin Durant. John Wall was a gangster, so good, but he was a point guard, right? He was running that offense, and Bradley Beal was like his killer. In this situation, Bradley Beal is third on the list for the kill, but I still think that 20.8 for a dude with his capabilities and his scoring abilities, and he's now playing for a team that has playoff and championship aspirations, not just playoff aspirations, but championship aspirations. So I really think he's going to be locked in this year, especially with all the people talking crazy about him.
Do we have 6 now? Do we got all 6?
So we've got more than 6. We got to kind of refine this a little bit. Hovey is going to ask you, do you like LaMelo better, or do you want to go with Julius Randle?
I would say Randle, to be honest.
What was the sell job on Randle? I missed that.
I'll hit you with a real.
He needs the sell job on the under. Everything else is good to go.
Oh, it's an under? Oh,
it's an under. It's an under.
Hovey.
What? I'm a Knicks fan. I'm going under.
That's true. I'll give you your flowers on that one. Okay, sell it.
Last year, Julius Randle averaged 10 rebounds per game. He did that in games where he had maybe a 20-game span of where he hit rebounds consecutively, where we were laddering them. Everyone was doing it. 15 a game, 16 a game, 13 a game. He was doing that consistently over and over and over again, and only landed on averaging 10 rebounds a game. This year, now he has Josh Hart for a full season, who has a point guard, going to be a starting point guard, as probably averages 6 rebounds a game as a guard. You have Mitchell Robinson, averages 10 rebounds a game. You have dudes like RJ Barrett, who is going to go after the ball, because that's going to be, quite frankly, the only way he's going to touch it is grabbing it off the rebound. So it's facts. And then
it's a good point from Royal too. DiVincenzo does horse boards.
Then off the bench, you're going to have DiVincenzo. You're going to have your Hartensteins. You're going to have your dudes that the way they're going to play for Tibbs is doing that gritty work, where they have to do it on that end. They have to go up and get those boards.
Yeah, to get their minutes, they got to do it.
They're getting lost in the sauce.
Yep.
All sauce team. So it's one of those.
A W plug.
So it's one of those things where it's like, for a dude that had such a monstrous rebounding year last year, I'm taking his under. It makes no sense. He's sitting there next to V. If you can go back to his rebounds real quick.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting Kevin Looney, who is a starting center. He's supposed to average more than him, and only average basically 1 less rebound than Clint Capella. Makes no sense to me. And Mitchell Robinson's number, if you scroll down a little bit lower, is lower than Julius Randle number.
9.1. Well, Mitchell Robinson is notorious for getting in foul trouble and not playing full games, but
he's still, when he's in the game, he's a horse. And when Hartenstein comes in the game, he's only in the game to grab a rebound. That's all he's doing too.
Like if Randall is 20 and 10, he's all NBA. Do we see that for him, Hovey?
Oh, that's a good point. No, I don't.
No, I as everyone evolves and gets better, and as the Knicks get deeper, they get more chemistry together. Not that Randall's going to fade his way out, but his most improved player year, that's been here and gone. And it's one of those things where Randall, if he actually wants to win, he's going to have to buy into our system. I know that he kind of kisses up to Tibbs, and that's why Tibbs lets him kind of do whatever he wants. But I think Randall, not that he regresses in regards to a player, but in regards to stats wise, I think he regresses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we have another Nick in the chat of Coins who is freaking out because he was.
I know. I definitely think that like Randall's good. He's good. I just like the
10 is
like
high.
The look here. The 10 is high. The 10 is.
Oh, I Hovey, you know I fucking hate unders, and we're putting this in here because this is a sharp play. I missed the sell job. You guys heard it, and that's solid, dude. Are we gonna do another under? Because Sukh, do you really feel good about that fucking Halliburton under? Or are we gonna just roll with this one?
So
yeah,
okay, hold on.
I do like the Hallie under. V, go off.
Okay, hold on. No, I like the Hallie under. Don't get me wrong. That is solid. But do we like the Hallie under more than the legs we have now? Right? Because I love Russ.
Yeah.
SPJ, I know you're all in on Giannis, right? We got Hovey's Julius Randle prop here. Luka was somebody I felt like we could all get on board with, right?
Except Hovey. Except
Hovey.
Except Hovey. But
like, I'm not saying. I mean, listen. Then again,
Hovey, to speak to your point too about the line. Sorry to interrupt you, but like Luka's rebounding line is 8.6 to average. His assist line is to average 8.1 assists per game. Right. All we need this guy is in his pursuit of averaging 9 rebounds per game or 9 assists per game is give us 7 triple doubles on the year.
Yeah. Listen,
you know
to play devil's advocate on myself. Yes. Price does this where they put numbers this low, but they also do this where they have no idea what the hell they're doing, and they place numbers so low, and once a book drops their number, they immediately raise it 4 points, 3 points, and it's like one of the where Price Picks. I mean, whoever sets their lines has no idea what they're doing sometimes, so it's just one of those things where it's gonna go one way or the other. Where he's legit gonna have 4 in the first month of basketball, and that's gonna be like okay, or they baited. But again, like with Luka, it's one of those things. If it doesn't hit, it's Luka Doncic. Like
I will say, they had Jokic's line, I think, at like 13.5 or something, like 12.5 last season, and he was looking like he's gonna cash before the Christmas break.
Oh yeah. How many do we have in here right now?
So we have 5, I believe, and Bradley Beal would be our 6th.
So what would you get? What would you quick elevator sell job? What would you guys like more, the Beal over or the Hallie under?
Beal over.
SPJ. Or if you got an entirely different square for us.
We went away from slow-mo. We went away from slow-mo, but that's cool. We can dip on him.
Oh, I'm fully ready to put slow-mos.
No, I don't want to have like 7 triple doubles in here. That'd be weird.
Can we have like 7 guys to get 1 triple double? 7 guys to get 1 triple double.
7 singular triple doubles.
Right? It hits in the first week of the season long entry.
Boom. Bang. Boom. I did have a point about Luka, because they do have the 50-point scorer games and the 30-point scorer games, and Luka is on there for the 50 points. I think it's 1.5.
Yeah.
For him to have 2 50-point games.
They have Tatum at a half.
I like the Trey at a half too. I know.
One of these one of those guys is getting. They got LeBron at a half. They got Jokic at a half. One of these dudes
Clay was
getting
cheeky
50.
Too. Oh, I thought Clay's due for a 50-point game.
Clay is not scoring.
Clay ain't getting 50 ever again.
He's not getting 50, bro.
Do you guys not remember the game he had last year, where he had like 40 something?
Yeah.
Do you not remember that like time marches forward and motherfucker is getting older with a torn ACL, a torn Achilles?
I mean, they're
gonna make him play the 4 this year. They're gonna make him guard the opposing power forward.
He had 50 on like what? 6 dribbles, right? This is the same guy. He doesn't need to do too much except run up and down the court and then shoot. Look at the wrist. As long as his wrist works, Clay can put 50 in the net.
As long as that wrist, what that wrist do, what that wrist be doing. Yeah, I know. But I think we should find something in here, because these are all very, very attainable moments. Like, and fucking Donovan Mitchell had a 70 bomb last year, dude. Like,
bro,
Luka,
Ant and Mitchell.
Luka,
I'm with SPJ. Ant and Mitchell.
Like one of these guys is.
All right, you two, you and SPJ need to make up your damn minds with your 4 triple-double looks. This guy has to go in here. This guy has to go in here. Right, Sengun has to go in there. Derek Anderson needs to go in there. Okay, now we need 50-point games.
I was just suggesting Sengun. I was just he doesn't have to.
No, but then after you said that, Sukh said no. He has to go in there. He has to go in there.
Sengun has to stay in there. I'm ready to take the Beal out for the fucking Booker 50-point game.
Booker
50.
Yeah.
50 bomb.
Yeah. I just think he's a dog, and I honestly think that you can ask V. This is the guy that I was low on for his entire
Solo.
career.
And I was just gonna say that this is the
And
guy that
he
hated
has
Booker.
turned around his defense. He's turned around his playmaking. He's turned around his rebounding. He has improved in every facet of the game. He is a winner. He has done everything that you need to do to become an NBA superstar. He is an NBA superstar by every facet that you would measure him by. And I think he gets 50 next year. And let's put it in.
I mean, he did. He did it last year, didn't he? I think he had a 50 bomb.
He had I think he had a 50 bomb in the playoffs too.
Hit us in chat what you think the sixth leg would be, because we're very much arguing over it right now.
Okay, wait, we could take out Luka, because Luka was not anything. It was something we all kind of liked, but it wasn't something any of us really jumped at.
Take
so if we
Luka
want to switch out
out.
Luka,
Take Luka out and let Hovey put something else back in.
I'm putting LaMelo Ball in there then.
LaMelo Ball.
The triple double or the points?
Points.
The points?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, Hovey. I like this because then chat, aka Hovey, is just as liable as we are. I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna read this off one more time. Russell Westbrook to average more than 6.9 assists per game. Giannis Antetokounmpo over 4.5 triple doubles on the season. Julius Randle to average less than 10 points per game, or 10 rebounds per game. Sorry. Alperen Sengun over a half triple double, and then Devin Booker over a half 50-point games, and then we've got LaMelo Ball to average over 23.7 points per game.
Wow.
And remember, all of these are more except Julius Randle. I'm going to have one of you guys lock this in for me after we hop off. They don't allow prize picks here. They won't even let me log in.
That's
almost locked my account.
That's what happens when you live in a third world island.
Hey, man.
Hey, you know, I wasn't expecting us to roll with an under in here, but here we are, diversifying the portfolio. Thank you, Hovey, for your knowledge on that one. And everything else feels pretty comfy, boys.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I do like it. I like it. We've diversified. We've got an assist per game. We've got some triple doubles in here, a 50-point game, and then a rebounds prop and a points prop. I don't think there's a category outside of threes that we missed.
Oh yeah, we didn't do a threes prop, but let's not get weird. I love it. This is awesome.
Go. I'll let y'all wrap up.
All right.
Appreciate you popping on for so long, man.
I'll see y'all.
Yeah, thanks for hanging. See you Sunday, bro. Can't wait for the tutty.
Yes, sir.
The tutty from the man. Let's go.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. What am I thinking?
Hey, bro, real quick. I'll give you your flowers though. The first thing that came out of your mouth was, "Well, Jamar Chase is having a day," but I'm not going to say that to you guys. And he had 3 fucking touchdowns, man. It was easy.
You gotta trust the gut, baby. You gotta trust the gut.
I mean, I knew that was the gut, but to come up here and do something that basic was like, yeah. But
good smack.
Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you.
We'll see you Sunday, bro. Take it easy.
Have
a good night. Yeah, man. Dude.
Oh, boys.
All right.
I'm in love with this entry, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's very spicy.
We gotta streamline ourselves because we get way off topic for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well, it's
I mean everybody's stuck around.
There's no games yet. There's no games yet.
Right, wait till games have started, and once the games start, bro, we gotta get the sweats going on. Like Hovey popping on like this, get people from chat, from the community, pop in, sweat some games with us. You guys do not want to watch me sweat shots on goal. Ask Sukh, our group chat the other day, me, him, and Gerald. I was unhinged, sitting there sweating a Draisaitl shot on goal. Unhinged.
Dude, just wait for 3 weeks when Holiday is resting and I am on the PP double.
I just it's amazing. Yeah, it was the triple double coins. That was the answer to your question. It's just awesome. I'm gonna bring this down, bring us back this way. It's awesome this show is the only one where we just fucking soar way over because we always just end up vibing so much, which is awesome. I mean, it's people love to listen. We got a different vibe. And if you guys remember from last season, when we get back talking about games every day. Woo!
Are we still doing the giveaway today, or are we pushing it?
I'm gonna announce because they have things they got to do in chat. Just a reminder for you guys.
We gotta see who tweeted out. We gotta see what who did what.
Yeah, if you still have a chance to win a sweatshirt, all you got to do is sub to the channel, post a screenshot of us live right now, and tag us on Twitter. If you do not do these things, no sweatshirt for you. You must do these things. But if you do these things, we will draw somebody live tomorrow. Or actually, no, we'll do it Sunday because I'm not live tomorrow, and you guys aren't either. But we'll do it Sunday, so you guys can come hang out with us on Sunday, talk all about the NFL. Guys, it's gonna be so fun when we have basketball. We've got one more week of us bantering, which is so fun. You should always hang out with us. But then after that,
one more show, and make sure everybody in here tune in next week. We're gonna be going over award winners, MVP. All right, fuck you two. For all our podcast listeners, I just want to say fuck these two. But we'll have MVP award winners. We'll have like mid-season tournament winners, teams, divisional winners, all kinds of futures. We're going to get real deep into it. Going to get real spicy. No bullshit minus 250, minus 300 shit.
Bro, I am all over. Only. I'm all over the cat mid-season tourney MVP at plus 5,500. I am all over
that is disgustingly gross. I'm not taking
that. Honestly, is so surprising to me because he plays with Anthony Edwards.
Dude, that's all the hype is going to go to Ant, but Cat is the proven guy.
I will give you your moment right now that you can clip this when he fucking gets the MVP, but he ain't getting that shit. That is not a good bet.
Come on.
I want you to clip this when it hits because that's a shit bet. I want you to clip it and I want you to fuck me up because I'm gonna just say right now it's a shit bet. Fuck Cat.
Donation.
Dude, Jay Gill's still in the chat with this fucking Gary Trent.
Gary Trent, bro. What the
fuck? 6 man of the year.
Hey, I will say I put 2 units on Jay Gill's fucking 6 man of the year last year. And can you guys guess who it is? There's no chance. Kendrick fucking Nunn, boys.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here, Jay Gill.
Jay Gill is so fucking sharp with it. He had me put money on Kendrick Nunn.
That guy didn't even fucking see minutes.
And now we're going back to me thinking about the nun. Great, thanks for that. Here we go. I also want to say this to you guys, for you guys tuning in right now. We are going to be bringing Spaces back. So V and I are going to be, and everyone else involved with betting news, we're going to be doing a Spaces throughout the week, throughout in the middle of the day. We'll be running those, getting you guys up here, hearing what your plays are, talking about our plays through the day on Spaces on Twitter. So be sure to look out for that if you're following us at Your Betting News. We'll be sorting all that out in the next, pretty much when basketball starts. We'll have those rocking and rolling, and it's gonna be vibey.
Every time we got a big slate, we're gonna be in Spaces cooking up because we want to hear what the community has. Feed us some fucking winners. We're in the lab all day doing this shit, and shit's mostly cake. So give us some actual winners so our bankrolls don't suffer, please.
Oh, sometimes the homers got the nukes, like Hovey with the Knicks. You got Vitals, always got good plays. So we love it when chat is live.
And SPJ, I will say, how many sauce tea or how many basket case slays did we fucking smack, or how many plays smacked from everybody just hopping into the community, right? I used to be in so much piss because I would put together everybody's plays the wrong way, and then my DMs would be flooded with winning slips of people that popped in, took people's plays, built the right parlay, and then ate, right? We're going to do that again this season. We got Friday shows. We got Sunday Gritty Iron Gang. I'm so fucking pumped for everything that's coming this next
We're doing hour-and-a-half shows with no hardwood.
No games.
What the hell?
I know, right?
We're gonna have to move the time earlier, I think.
Yeah, Matt, we're gonna be fucking 2 hours long, boys. All right, let's cut this before we start talking about more random games that don't exist. We're gonna be betting on ping pong soon. It's been hella awesome hanging out with you guys today. Go follow these fine gentlemen on the Twitter machine at Sukh, at VSauce with 3 A's, and at Sweatpant Jesus. Give me a follow as well, and follow all of us at Your Betting News. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us. This is your last shot right now. This is your last chance. You get to win one of these All Sauce Team sweatshirts. We're giving one of these away. We are literally shipping it to your house. All you have to do is sub to the channel. It's like $4. Sub to the channel. Post a screenshot of us live on the screen right now. Hey, what's up? And then tag that picture at Your Betting News on Twitter. And you get a chance to win this sweatshirt right there. Last chance. That's the last one. No more. It's been awesome kicking it with you guys every Friday. All Sauce Team. lock it in the calendars. Go ahead and get your reminders. Sukh already has his reminder in his phone. You guys need to get it on there too. All Sauce Team, 5:30 Eastern every Friday. We'll be back with you guys. Know us tomorrow. It's Shaggy and NZ tomorrow talking about the college mania. So get involved with that if you like college football. Tune in with those gentlemen at 9:30 Eastern, nice and early. Get your coffee ready. Crack that beer when you get out of bed, and let's party in the morning. And then we'll be back with the three of these gents and some other gents as well, talking about the gridiron on Sunday at 11:30 Eastern. Guys, it's been fun, and it's been real, and it's been really fun. You guys got any last words for these beautiful people?
I just love all you guys in chat jumping in whenever you want. We'll always send the link, give us the plays. It's always fun vibing out with all you guys.
Shout out chat. Let's make some money, and we'll see you on fucking Sunday. Let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby. Have a fantastic Friday the 13th. Be safe. Watch something scary, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about